800 students span India applying for a prestigious scholarship, only 4 making it through. Hello and welcome. You're watching this very special Deakin University Vice-Chancellor's Meritorious Scholarships 2022. I'm Sunanda Jayaseelan. On the show tonight, we're going to be grilling 9 students who've made it out of the 800 joining us here in the studio. And of these 9, only 4 are going to be awarded that very prestigious scholarship. Let's dive right in. Our panel of experts includes Ravneet Pava, Vice President Global Alliances, Deakin University; Matthew Johnston, Minister Counselor, Education and Research, Australian High Commission; Abhilash Mishra, CEO, NSE Academy. Ravneet, Matthew, Abhilash, so good having the 3 of you here. It's going to be an exciting day, and a lot of students' lives and their futures are going to be decided today by the 3 of you, and it's an exciting opportunity. We have the students all raring to go. Before we start though, just very briefly, Ravneet, I want to come to you for you to set the context for everyone who's going to be watching, to say this is what the scholarship is and this is what it's going to mean for the students.
Thank you very much, Sunanda, and Deakin University is extremely proud to partner with the Times Network to offer 4 meritorious scholarships to the most deserving students from around the country. These scholarships are about $100,000 each, and they can study any course of their choice at Deakin University. But of course, the meritorious scholarships will be available to the top best students, 4 of them today.
It's going to be a nail biter for sure, and it's not just the scholarship, not just the money, it's also the opportunities that the scholarship is going to bring with it. What do you want to tell the students, and just kick off today's discussion with your opening remarks, Matthew?
Well, thank you very much, Sunanda, and it's a pleasure to be here today and to meet. I'm really looking forward and very excited to meet these bright young minds who we're going to meet today. And it's just such a great pleasure and a privilege to be able to support and select some of the brightest minds to undertake this opportunity at Deakin University. So yeah, you're all ambassadors for the Australia-India relationship, and we're just so happy to have you all here today. So let's get into it.
Fantastic. Before that, Abhilash, I want to hear from you as well.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure to be part of this initiative, a wonderful initiative, which is helping meritorious Indian students find further studies in a top global institution, which is Deakin in Australia. Wonderful and impressive profile, so pressure's on us, and best of luck to all the participants today.
Absolutely. Let's not delay this any further then, and let me call up the first 4 students who are going to be taking part in the group discussion.
All right, so we're going to talk about critical technologies and its impact into lives as we move into the future.
Hi, so the need to discuss about this topic arises out of the need to talk about the reform in the Indian education system. So unlike the many others, I do not believe that Indian education system needs any structural reform, because in a country as diverse as India, the system has been revised over the years and made inclusive as possible. But what is needed is a student initiative, and this critical technology, AI and machine learning, will provide a boost to this student initiative.
So basically, my opinion today is based upon 3 substantial pillars. One being the impact of the critical technologies on the education, the second one being on extracurricular activities in sports, and the third one being on how it provides an equal platform to each and every student. Particularly talking about as to how after 2020 we have seen a shift. After 2020 we have all seen a shift from the offline education to an online education. Particularly what I feel is that artificial intelligence combined with remote learning and machine learning can give us the opportunity to study from anywhere from the world.
I think artificial intelligence will be a very unique idea because the government does have access to it, and they could put forward that and even reach the smaller part of the regions in India itself.
The uncertainty that followed the pandemic, it shook all the students across the nation, and that's where e-learning came in as a knight in shining armor.
Okay, that's our time on the clock. Thank you very much to the four of you, Drona, Diya, Rishika, Shruti. Fantastic answers. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Let me welcome on stage our next set of undergrad students. We have 3 people who are going to be joining us at this point.
I'm Amya Gupta, and I believe these days kids are very involved in gaming. So I take my brother as an example. He has lots of time for gaming but no time for study. So why not use gaming technology? It also includes critical thinking for teaching them.
What would you like to see? I mean, as a young student, what would you really like to see as the best technological advancement in education?
Right. So I'll just start off with this phrase, a picture speaks 1,000 words. Now, back in the 19th century, a camera was considered to be a technological advancement, and today we just take a glance at a picture, and we can immediately, our brain registers it, right? At the same time, we read the text, like let's say 5 times. You can't comprehend it as much as you would comprehend a picture. Now, that was the 19th century. Now we're talking about the 21st century. So I believe like this sort of experiential learning and hands-on learning is what needs to be integrated in our education system, and this is what the schools of the future need.
I feel that we're living in a generation when we are not Snapchatting, we're Instagramming. When we're not Instagramming, we're Facebooking. And when we're not Facebooking, we are doing or using some other technology.
Where are you studying?
I was about to say, I thought this generation doesn't use Facebook anymore.
So like basically we use some technology or the other. I feel education is the wisest investment that one can make in today for the brightest future. Because education is way much more than just a degree.
All right. Thank you to the 3 of you. Great answers. Thank you so much. And you're ready for...
All the best.
Thank you and all the best. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so those were our undergraduate students. We have 2 students who are looking at pursuing their postgraduate studies.
So the topic that you're going to talk about is critical technologies changing the future of work.
Critical technology is definitely changing the shape of the world, and it's going to impact how we look at work. The initial beginning, we saw it in the COVID period, wherein everything that we knew of went into the remote mode. We also saw some really good use cases of technologies in supply chain domain as well. The wide use of artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms, and the deep use of data to predict businesses, and also understand demand and plan supply as per that. So that is one of the things that I felt impacted the way we did business.
Technology is being used in business and everywhere, and it's really inspiring for me to see how our businesses are excelling by using AI or other technologies. But like, for an instance, I was recently reading how healthcare system has been changing. So I was reading about robotic surgeries, how they're being used to perform surgeries in the places where naked eye can't see, can't reach. So they are very much useful for the future, but I would also say that this might decrease the number of employability opportunities for the people if they don't upskill themselves. The connection, because technology is all about codings and everything. They don't have a heart like we do. They can't connect with people like we do. So that thing is something that we should possess no matter how far we go, how successful we become.
Intervention and technology.
Exactly, right.
Yes. All right, thank you to both of you. For those of you watching at home, I'm going to slip into a very short break. On the other side, who are the 4 students who've been selected out of the hundreds who applied for Deakin University Vice-Chancellor's Meritorious Scholarships 2022? Back in just a moment. Welcome back. You're with us here on Times Network. We're going to be announcing in just a moment who the shortlisted students are who are going to be doing their scholarships as part of Deakin University's Vice-Chancellor's Meritorious Scholarships 2022 are concerned. So of 800 students who have applied, the ones that we're looking at, the 9 of you, are the people who've made it through several rounds, lots of grilling, lots of coming up with, you know, why you want to be doing this, what you're going to be giving back. And now the experts here have decided of the 9 of you, 6 of you are going to go forward. And Ravneet, it's over to you.
All right. Nervous, everyone, are you? So are we, actually, because I think each one of you deserve to be in the next round, and we really enjoyed, you know, the brief interaction we had with you. But we have to choose the top 6 of the 9, and it's a really difficult job. But I do want to congratulate all of you, like Sunanda said. So the top 6 for us, and this is in no merit or no order. Aryan, congratulations. Step forward. Shruti. Step forward. Anvisha, step forward. Arnab, step forward. Rishika, step forward. And Amya, step forward. Congratulations to the 6 of you. You're in the next round.
So Aryan Vadera, first of the 6 shortlisted candidates, back with us. And just looking at your profile, very impressive in terms of your extracurricular activities, and you want to go ahead and study Bachelor's of Computer Science?
That's right, ma'am.
Okay.
So Aryan, if you were to get the scholarship, what would this international education give you in terms of solving that big problem that you have in mind? If you're picking up computer science, I'm sure there's some big problem you want to solve. How will this international education help you solve that problem? And what is that problem?
Now, I believe a lot in sustainability. I want to help in terms of climate change. And I believe that education, I believe that computer science, technology, and entrepreneurship are the 3 skills that one requires to find a solution to the problem the world is facing today. So let's talk about, let's say, colonization of Mars. I know that's a very far-fetched thing right now, but again, Elon Musk is working on that, and I feel he's like a perfect example of someone who has good leadership skills, someone who has good technology skills, and I feel like every problem the Earth is facing today can be solved via technology. And I realized this myself when I was doing an internal assessment in computer science, when I noticed a library run for the underprivileged children by the government in my locality. Upon visiting, I went there to donate a few books, and I noticed that they're maintaining all their records manually. So which is when I decided to make a fully automated library system for them, and it's successful and it's currently working.
All right. All the best.
Yeah, wish you all the best.
Thank you for your time, Aryan. So our next person, shortlisted candidate, Arnab Bordoloi. Congratulations, Arnab, for being one of the top 6.
Thank you.
So over to our panelists. We're going to put you on the spot. I noticed that you're going to study a Master's of Business Administration. That's what you intend on studying. And that you've been a guest speaker at many, many different initiatives and institutes. So it's time to put you on the spot and ask you some questions.
All right. So Arnab, you've been working for a number of years in a business. You told us about that already today. I'm interested to understand a little more about how you approach your own upskilling for yourself.
Whoever I'm hiring in my team, if I find those people are smarter than me, it's time for me to upskill. So that's the smarter way and the shorter way of putting into it. But the overall idea is to look at the current trends. What exactly are my clients expecting? What exactly are my managers and my seniors expecting out of me? And if to deliver to the 100%, if I need to upskill and learn something extra, that's what I will probably do. So in the last 5 years, I have learned data analytics, whereas I did not have that the portion in my engineering degree.
Thank you so much, Arnab. Thanks very much. And all the best. Shruti Arora is our next shortlisted from amongst the top 6. Congratulations, Shruti. You are looking to pursue a Bachelor's of Psychological Sciences. Okay, all the very best to you.
My question is, psychology is taught as a subject. What would recommendation be? Should psychology be taught in organizations also? What are your thoughts around it?
Definitely, definitely, sir. That is something that I feel so strongly about. There is a field of psychology called organizational and industrial psychology that will give a boost to various entrepreneurs and their organization. Basically, psychologists will help these people reach their full potential.
Why should you be given the scholarship?
So this scholarship has always been an opportunity for me to actualize my potential and give back to the society by working for the cause that I strongly believe in. So more than just the scholarship, getting into the Vice-Chancellor's Professional Excellence Program is something that I've so deeply looked forward to every single day. And I have a clear vision and I have a clear mission. And getting into the program and into Deakin, actually, getting that diversity of experience and international exposure will help me gain an insight into how to destigmatize mental health back in India in a very multicultural and a positive way. As we know that Melbourne is the cultural capital of Australia, and India-Australia relations have also been bound by culture for the past many years.
Great. Good answers.
Good answers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And all the very best. So our next shortlisted candidate is Anvisha Chopra. I understand you want to do a Bachelor's of Information and Technology. And it says here that you've won the title of Young Warrior given out by UNICEF India. Congratulations. Your fighting spirit's definitely on display, making it to the top 6. All the best to you. So over to our panelists.
You're going to be pursuing a Bachelor's of Information Technology program at Deakin. What problem are you planning to solve by studying at Deakin? What's in your mind as a career, and what problem would be something that you would want to solve?
Okay, so sir, my vision is basically to integrate AI with various other technologies and impact the education sector for children with special needs. As I mentioned in the previous round, I feel AI and integrated technologies can make things easier for people without special needs, but it can make things possible for such children with such special needs. And I feel such children are like social butterflies with beautiful wings, but somewhere or the other they do need this extra inspiration, some motivation to spread them. And I want to be a part of that process. Since this is my only chance, I would also like to mention that I've researched a lot about Deakin, and I got to know that they have their own DRC, which is basically Disability Resource Center. And it has its own inclusion and exclusive plan. So what I plan to do in my capacity as a university student is to engage with the faculty. They would have the data about all the students at the university with some kind of temporary injuries or about the students with such special needs. I would use that as my data points and integrate what I learn at the university and give it a practical life by actually integrating it with the real life problems at the university. So this way, I would be working at my vision, and I don't have to wait for my degree to get completed to start working on my vision.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Anvisha. Great answers. Welcome, Rishika.
Thank you.
So you want to do a Bachelor's of Commerce?
Right.
And I noticed that you have an affinity for languages, foreign languages, German, Spanish. I see a few of those here.
That's really good. You have an ability with languages. You can learn Australian English while you're there. I think some people find that a little bit challenging. Thank you for your interest. So I'm quite interested in your approach to your own upskilling. How do you go about it, and do you have any tips?
When I see my fellow peers reaching certain limits, certain heights, getting achievements, I know it's time for me to upskill as well. Because, well, that's what we do. We learn looking at each other, being influenced by each other. Social media is a good way to know what's trending these days and the skills we need for being viable in the future.
All right, Rishika. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank
Wish
you.
you all the very best. The last person that we're going to be meeting with today is Amya Gupta. Thank you for your time. Very impressive resume. You're a published author. You're a TEDx speaker. How do you find the time to study?
Ma'am, I just manage it. My school helps me a lot in that.
Over to our judges.
Well, Amya, so how will this international education help you in, and I've seen you have some amazing plans after you do this Bachelor of Software Engineering course. You want to just list 2 or 3 top priority areas how this education will help you achieve those goals?
Okay, so basically I visited Australia a few years back and I was totally impressed by how they actually keep everything so sustainable. Like what I saw was all the trees where they're planted, they have wooden, rubbed wood over there so that when it drains inside and does not cause pollution. So, and Deakin also I searched, it's so sustainable in every way and technology is on top. So I think it is the best for me to learn from here that how technology technology and sustainability can go hand in hand, and that is my future vision. And then of course software, I learn how to make softwares and imply that to solve problems that India is facing right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amya. Great
Thank you
answers.
so much, everyone.
Okay, it's time for some fanfare in time for the drum roll as we're announcing who from the 6 of you are going to be flying out. Very, very good comments from everyone, but a decision had to be made. Ravneet, over to you.
Thank you very much, Sunanda. And this is the most difficult task as judges, I think, to choose out of the absolute fantastic students that we had today with us. And congratulations to all of you. The top 4 shortlisted, and actually the ones that are going to win the scholarship, the Vice-Chancellor's Meritorious Scholarship for the year 2022. The first, by no order of merit, Aryan Vadera. Arnab Bordurai. Shruti Arora. Anvisha Chopra. Heartiest congratulations to the 4 of you. You are the lucky winners for the Vice-Chancellor's Meritorious Scholarship at Deakin University to study in the year 2022. Congratulations.
That's all we have time for on the show today. Our contact details coming up on your screens. Thanks so much for watching. Leaders of Tomorrow and Deakin University's Vice-Chancellor's Meritorious Scholarships 2022 in partnership with Times Now.